It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we have a collaboration between probably the two of the top 5 brewers in the world. We're talking Garage Project in New Zealand, which keep blowing my mind, and Verdant Brewing Company in the UK, who also brew some terrific beer. This is Happy Sessions Volume 13, Garage Project Verdant, and I like this. I like the name of this, Lollies Before Dinner. It's an 8% ABV, fresh, hazy, double IPA, using the now famous Verdant, familiar with their own famous house yeast strain. So this is brewed with Verdant yeast. So I imagine they maybe took some of the bit of their yeast on the aeroplane with them to New Zealand. It was sent by the wonderful Mick in Australia. Thank you very much, Mick, for this. Being an Australian, being able to appreciate great New Zealand craft beer, great beer in general, it is a great thing. And to then want to send that beer across the world to me to review is, well, that's just brilliant, isn't it? Thank you very much, Mick. Without further ado then, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Bit of a Czech pour going on there, wasn't it? Knocking all that carbonation out of the beer. Okay, so I'm gonna slow it down a little bit because I don't want to overflow for a start. And you can just see this sediment, bits of sediment floating around now, making its way to the bottom of the glass. This could be incredible. This could be a really incredible beer. Look at the thick, tight head on the beer. That head looks like it doesn't want to dissipate away anyway. It looks like it wants to stay put. And that's a sign of a great beer. A thick, fluffy white head. Oh, lots of carbonation around this side of the glass. Quite a carbonated beer. Hazy, straw coloured. Let's get the aroma. Wow. Wow. That is on point. That is just... tangerine, nectarine, fleshy blood orange, grapefruit. The hops are really fresh. They're really fresh because they're offering up like a slight burning rubber aroma in the beer, and that indicates to me that the beer is, or the hops that they've used in the beer, is really fresh. A little bit of sweet malt in there. Yeah, smells really good, really good. Right, last drop of beer and we'll get into it. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that kind of mixed sediment there? Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mick. Oh, it's another level. It's very, for me as a beer reviewer, sometimes it's really difficult to get over to you guys the difference in quality, because let's face it, this probably looks like something you could probably buy in a supermarket for £3 a can. We've all seen these hazy IPAs and these hazy pale ales at £3 or £4 a can, and we've all delved into it and we've all bought it and we've all thought, oh yeah, that's all right, that's pretty good. But then, because it looks the same, that doesn't necessarily mean that it tastes the same. This is probably the equivalent of, I'd say, maybe £7, £7 to £8 in British monies. If I'd seen this in the UK, I would expect to pay £7 or £8 for the can. But you can taste it. You can taste the difference between that £3 or £4 can of craft beer to that £7 or £8 can of craft beer. The difference is mind-blowing. The difference, the way this beer is brewed is mind-blowing. It's so good. It's like drinking a Lamborghini, or it's like drinking a Ferrari. Super smooth, the mouthfeel is perfect. The mouthfeel is creamy and rich. It's oaty. The hops come through as, yeah, there's some passion fruit and mango in there, but there's also like kiwi fruit and a bit of strawberry, bit of berry fruit in there, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, nice bit of bitterness in there, a little bit of sweetness to begin with, a little bit of bitterness on the back end. It's just better. People who are lucky enough in life, who are able to afford a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, there's just a difference in car. It's a different car from a Ford Focus or a Vauxhall Sigma. I don't know, I'm just coming up with two. Even Volkswagen. There's a different level of quality. It's hand built. There's more care. And this is probably it. This is probably the answer to what I'm trying to say here. They're using the best ingredients they can get their hands on. And it's probably a real hands-on process in making this beer. It's probably not a button-pushing brewery, although even if it is, even if Garage Project are in a position now where they can, they can push a button to clean the fermenters out and whatnot, that gives them the opportunity then to spend more time not cleaning and more time in creating great recipes and making great beer. This is phenomenal beer. Look at the lacing on the glass. Look at that, it looks great. Great smell, great aroma, fantastic taste. The Happy Sessions, 3 collaborations, 3 breweries at the top of their game. 3 beers, each showcasing a different hop-forward style in a playful freestyle interpretation of one of the beers that helped to make each brewery famous. English brewing sensation Verdant from Cornwall delivers a proper southwest take on an East Coast IPA style, packed with Nelson, Rowika and Cascade, and fermented with their own now famous house strain. Yeah, it's great. Product of New Zealand, so the guys at Verdant, yeah, they've gone over to New Zealand and brewed a beer. It's great. I mean, I not so much anymore, but I used to, very early on in my collaboration brewing days, I got all my collaborations up above my head. I went to Norway, and I went to Sweden and Germany, and I went all over the place, Poland, brewing beers. And it was pinch yourself moments. It was like, can't believe it's happening type of thing. But it did for a while. I suppose brewers these days, they like to keep the collaborations between themselves. They like to collaborate with each other, which is fine. Yeah, good on them. Good on Verdant. Good on Verdant. Verdant Garage Project, brilliant beer from two brilliant breweries. I like the beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Real Ale Craft Beer. Thank you very much to Mick for sending the beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.